Deion Sanders has some choice words to say about the Detroit Lions Instagram account. Cue that intro. It's showtime. Deion Sanders, head coach of Jackson State, Coach Deion has some choice words to say about the Detroit Lions Instagram account following the 2022 NFL Draft. Detroit Lions selected James Houston IV out of Jackson State University, an HBCU college, with the 6th round number 217th overall pick. Now, James Houston started his college career at the University of Florida, home of Gator football. Then he transferred to Jackson State under the tutelage of NFL Hall of Famer and now head coach Deion Sanders. What started the beef on Instagram earlier this week was the Detroit Lions official Instagram account. Our Detroit Lions showed highlights to show the fans and people that might want to know more about James Houston IV. And nothing is out of the ordinary. Usually NFL franchises do that with all their draft picks and things like that. But what really got Coach Prime mad was that he didn't show any Jackson State University highlights, and they only showed the University of Florida's highlights with James Houston IV. And that really didn't sit well with Coach Deion. This is what he had to say about it. On Instagram, Coach Prime has some choice words to say, and this is what he said, and I quote, "You serious at Detroit Lions NFL, ? You post James Houston's University of Florida highlights instead of his Jackson State, ? With all the trials and tribulations at HBCUs, you cannot at least give us credit and recognition that we deserve. Don't punish HBCUs nor our players over a quote that Deion Sanders said over 20-something years ago. By the way, at Jackson State University, he had 70 tackles, 52 solo, 24.5 tackles for a loss, 16.5 sacks, 7 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception, and 2 defensive touchdowns." End quote. Now, Coach Prime did have a lot of good out of that. But in defense of the Detroit Lions and in making of this video right here, it is difficult to try and find anything around James Houston IV and in Jackson State gear. A lot of it does have him in Florida University gear and a lot of the film sessions on YouTube and things like that. I can't really find some good quality film to really break down highlights and things like that. So, on the media side, I mean, I'm not giving the Detroit Lions a pass. I think that, to do a player due diligence, if they are a transfer, you got to bring up Florida. Then you have to bring up, in this case, Jackson State University highlights as well. Giving one without the other, doesn't give the justice, not only that Coach Prime has put into that university, but also the due diligence it took for James Houston to be a 6th round pick, 217th overall as well. You do have to put in both of the highlights. And it is definitely hard breaking down film with these HBCUs and even JUCO. Junior colleges, it's definitely hard to find good film. My idea is, for Coach Prime, you have one of the biggest names in all of football. You're a NFL Hall of Famer. Put some resources. Get better media coverage teams. Get better film people. Get better photographers. Get better this. Get better at that. Put some good resources. Not only if the higher the draft pick goes, your recruiting class can get even higher. But all that is going to help not only you as a head coach, but also the university in itself as well, which then in turns around and helps the student and the athlete that you're coaching. Putting in good resources with all the money that's coming from recruiting classes, that's going to help build. People want to go to Jackson State then. People are like, well, hey, look, so-and-so went 6th overall. What if I'm a 5th overall? Next year, hey, what if I'm a 4th overall? You know, and so on and so forth until you're a first-round talent. And then now you're getting national coverage and things like that because, hey, look, I want to go play for Coach Prime. I want to go be a first-round draft pick out of a HBCU college. Or I want to be a first-round draft pick out of a JUCO colleges. It's just like a pin in a still body of water. You throw that pin in there, and the ripple effects will help. Coach Prime put money into this so that the Detroit Lions or the Houston Texans or the Los Angeles Rams or whoever drafts these HBCU colleges can actually get the proper film to utilize in their highlight films. So I'm not trying to say Detroit Lions were off the hook or Coach Prime is in the wrong or anything. I think both parties are in the wrong, and I really hope that, you know, both parties can come together, work together to build, and it's going to help even the fan bases. You know, it's a ripple effect. And in that ripple effect, I think that, you know, if you invest in stuff like that, you know, you're going to have a lot of good come out of it. Shout out to the Game Day for all your fantasy tips and tricks and all your top sports betting sites. Check the link in the description below for the Game Day links and YouTube channel. And here's a quick clip from the Game Day.
Play big, baby.
Placing some bets. I smell money. And making some money.
Thank you so much for watching. Leave it in the comment section below what your thoughts on Coach Prime Deion Sanders' issue with the Detroit Lions Instagram account. Are you pro Coach, pro Detroit, or like me, both in the wrong and need to come together and work and help each other out? And with that being said, if you could give this video a thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you can subscribe, click that notification bell, set it to all so you don't miss another Detroit Lions upload. And with that being said, I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day, One Pride. Peace.